Welcome to 1+1 Games. My name is Tyler.
My name is Sean, and this is the Rumor Ring. Alright,
So, what is the Rumor Ring?
the Rumor Ring, Tyler,
Thank you.
is an extraordinary idea I had one night
Just came to him.
in the shower.
And this is where he gets his best ideas.
So anyway, the Rumor Ring will work like this. We'll talk about all the latest rumors, predictions, theories, all that kind of stuff. Me and Tyler go back and forth on it. And then at the end, we will predict whether or not we think the rumor is true or not. In the case of like predictions and stuff, we might bet on, numbers, review scores, anything we can really come
Keeping
up
a
with.
tally over time, too, right?
Yeah, we're going to be keeping a tally. That way, over time, every week we're going to be doing a show, introducing new rumors and stuff.
We want everyone out there to make sure that, keep score. Know that I'm in the lead.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take an early lead on the first show here.
I'm sure you will.
I've been doing a lot of research.
All right, so let's get right to it. There are 10 rumors, predictions, and theories that we're going over today.
Okay.
And the first one is actually one that broke today on NeoGaf. Someone found on Lauren Mary Kim's resume, she listed Shadow of Mordor 2. So that's a big one.
Could have been a
potentially.
mistake.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she meant the first one.
That's clear. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't check. Is she in the first game?
No, I don't believe so. No, she has a bunch of other stunt work on her resume.
Okay, so now she's
for
just
movies and CG
I
trailers
gotcha.
and stuff.
Okay. Ooh. Well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not looking good for this being false necessarily.
No. I mean, I'm totally on Team Real.
You're Team Real?
Team Real. Hashtag Team Real.
See, that's where I was leaning, but I almost feel like for the sake of the game, I want to disagree with you.
I mean, we can always agree occasionally.
Occasionally. But in this case, I don't know. I think Lauren Mary Kim might not be in either game. She might just be lying about the whole thing, try and get some other jobs, maybe flare it up a little bit. She walked by the set one day and was like, I worked there.
I will say her resume was pretty impressive.
I
looked at it.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
She doesn't really
Lauren
need
Mary
a
Kim, if you're
fake
out there,
game.
if you're watching, I'm sorry for doubting you. Maybe I guess you are probably in there. You know what? For the sake of Lauren Mary Kim not kicking the shit out of me, I'm going to go Team Real.
Yeah, Team Real.
Team Real.
Yeah, all right. On to the next one. This is a pretty old one. It's a few months old now.
Okay.
It actually came out with the rumor that Assassin's Creed was going to be skipping this year, which turned out to be true, is that Watch Dogs 2, which Ubisoft has pretty much already confirmed is coming either this fall or next spring, will be set in San Francisco.
Okay.
First one was set in Chicago.
It's not
Watch Dogs fans.
It's not that far of a
as they
jump
know.
off from Chicago, but I mean,
Yeah.
is that? I mean, what's the whole premise as far as like why San Fran? Like, are these?
You can hack the what are those the things that go through the city in San Fran, like the cable cars?
Oh, like little trolleys and shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. What if
Who
you can
wants
hack
to
'em?
hack a trolley? Fucking going 3 miles an hour down the road. Well, maybe a little faster. I just don't see it being that fun of an area to be in. Like, I mean,
I don't
like,
necessarily disagree.
here's my thing. What if it was like Watch Dogs in Tokyo? Oh,
Yeah,
you can
that would
hack
be awesome.
fucking everything. That'd be
It would
insane.
almost be too much. Like, you pull your phone out and, like, the blip would go all over the fucking place. You'd just be like, I don't know what the fucking hack.
I'm gonna go team fake on this one, just for that sort of like maybe shred of hope that it's not gonna take place in San Fran, because I'm really rooting against that.
Okay, well,
I don't want that
I'm
at
going
all.
Team Real
yeah.
only because, again, it was in a Kotaku leak that has already proven to be somewhat true, and, Assassin's Creed is skipping this year, so they already had that right. I'm going Team Real, so we already have our first
I
disagreement.
sincerely hope you're wrong on this one. I really do.
All right, next up, we actually have a few Call of Duty rumors that have been, over the past few days, have come out. The first of which is that the Call of Duty this year, which is slated to be released in the fall, developed by Infinity
Most likely
Ward,
fall, yeah.
is supposed to be set in the far future, like farther than Call of Duty's ever done before, and will potentially include space battles, is what's happening.
I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to space battles, though.
Yeah. I mean, it depends how it's handled, though. Is it like you're in space, like floating like this? Because that, That's a little slow pace.
I don't think
Or
it's
are you
gonna
gonna
be
be
that slow
on
pace.
like goddamn Mars? 'Cause
I don't
that'd be
know
awesome.
I don't know the science behind this, and I'm sure Neil deGrasse Tyson is gonna email me shortly afterwards to let me know why I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But shout out Neil, what's up? Hit
He
me up.
watches.
Yeah, Neil knows. But what if? How cool would it be? We're having a little slow mo drift through space. You shoot off your gun. Would it blast you around space?
It might.
Because that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
well,
not sure
maybe
on
it
how
might
the
be a little disorienting.
The propulsion would work
Right.
in that, but
Yeah.
maybe that might.
You shoot off your gun, it shoots you halfway across the map.
I did want to say about this rumor.
I don't
It
know if I'd
actually
like
it
that.
came from a NeoGAF member who last year, before Black Ops 3
Mhm.
came out, actually broke a few stories on Black Ops 3 that all became true.
Okay.
And Eurogamer, the site Eurogamer, also they corroborated his story, saying that their sources are saying the same thing.
Okay.
So
this guy's got some credibility.
I'm going
behind
Team
him.
Real. I think there's enough sources behind it. I think they're not going back to World War II. They can't do any more modern ones. They've been doing the future thing for the past few years.
Right.
I say far future with space battles.
Far Future's like the
Yeah.
the next. What's the next frontier? Space.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe underwater battles.
They already did that.
Ah, fuck yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess space. Yeah, that is the last frontier.
I'm going Team Real.
I'm.
You can't just disagree
I'm
for the
gonna.
sake of disagreeing.
Can I meet in the middle with like a partial Team Real, partial Team Fake? I feel like it is gonna be perhaps Far Future, but I don't know if it's necessarily gonna integrate space battles, or if it is, I think it's gonna be very minuscule in the first game.
All right.
Like,
well,
it's
how about
maybe gonna
this?
introduce
We'll
space
split the
battles,
rumor
but
into
it's
two. First, Far Future.
Team Real.
Team Real.
Yeah.
Then some kind of space integration. I'm Team Real.
I think maybe there will be like a space station or something you're on where there's going to be like, you know, like.
Well, that counts as
gravity-
space. Then.
It doesn't, no, because you're in a build. Like, I don't think, because then you could argue, oh, those guys fighting on that planet are having a space battle. Because they're technically in space. That's not how it works. I feel like if they're in a space station that is simulating gravity and you're just running around, I feel like that's what's going to happen. You're going to be in there, someone's going to shoot a fucking hole in the wall, and everyone's going to get sucked
It's
out.
gonna pretty much be
see,
gravity.
and then, okay.
Yeah,
Someone's
everyone
going to get
gets
sucked out into space. I'm going to say Team Real only to there's going to be a fist fight in space. No guns involved.
Okay.
That's it.
Fist fight. In
Just,
space.
yeah, fist
I'm
fight in
going
space.
full space battles. Team Real.
Okay.
He's going fist fights.
Fist fights in space.
We'll see when they announce it, I guess.
I'm going to be really disappointed if either of those things goes down.
All right, so the next rumor for Call of Duty, this was about a week old. It came from kind of a no-name site called thetechgame.com. They reported that both Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 will be available as pre-order bonuses through backwards compatibility to Xbox One owners. Now, this would be really cool.
That would be very cool.
I have a few issues with the rumor myself, though. First off, it's a site that not really anyone's ever heard of. Second off,
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Second off, why would they only have 1 and 2 and not 3?
Because 3 was arguably shit compared to the first
Sure,
two.
but I mean, if you're doing,
It's like
do the trilogy.
it's like asking why in the Indiana Jones Adventure Pack do they not include Crystal Skulls? Yeah, granted it's part of the series, but
Well,
everyone
they
wants
do-
to forget
they do
it
now.
happened. Okay.
There's a set with all.
We're going to ignore that ever came out. I'd be more than okay with 1 and 2 being released. I already see...
the other reason is Sony has the marketing rights, and so far Microsoft, they've released a few games where you get a backwards compatible game as a pre-order bonus, but it's always a game that they have had marketing rights to.
Okay.
There's never been one that Sony has the marketing rights, and they still do this kind of pre-order bonus thing. Not saying it couldn't happen, but it kind of, all those things together. I'm personally Team Fake.
Oof. I mean,
not that I wouldn't want it, because playing Modern Warfare 2 again on the Xbox One
it would be nice,
awesome.
yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I can respect your reasoning behind your decision, but I'm gonna go straight emotion here. I'm gonna say Team Real.
All right.
Just for the fact that I want to play Modern Warfare 2 again on Xbox One, with some good servers. None of this horseshit that happened years ago, whenever it just got ran over by all the 12-year-olds that were shooting fucking cross map, rocket launchers out their backs and fucking Afghan.
I mean, that was Modern Warfare 2. Dude, that was the experience.
I remember I was on a match on Afghan where some kid was flying through the air, shooting A-130 missiles out of his hand like Iron Man. Like, he blew up everybody. It was cool.
I could finally do Xbox record that on my drop knife kill on what was the one?
On the little silo up in the barn. Yeah. I remember which map you're talking about.
What map that is?
Quarry.
Quarry.
It was Quarry. Yeah.
Yeah. Could finally get my game-winning knife kill.
You wasted so much time going for that.
I did. I got it.
He did.
But I couldn't record it.
No.
Now.
Now we have the technology.
All right, but anyway, I am Team Fake.
Team Real.
Tyler's Team Real. Now, I'm not saying those won't come to backwards compatibility, because I think they will. I just don't think they're going to be offered as pre-order bonuses.
Boo!
All right, moving on.
Team Real.
A few Pokemon things to go over. First off is actually more of a fan theory that I've seen gaining traction online. It's
sorry for
that. Oh, that's all right. Pokemon Fusion. It's something that some people have wanted for a long time, and the theory is, if anyone's seen the international logos for Pokemon Sun and Moon, they include gems, something that's not in the American logos.
Now,
gems...
real quick, before you speak about the gems, because I have a question personally.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing a lot about this rumor. The Fusion, are you talking almost like in the sense of like Yu-Gi-Oh, where you have two Pokemon that meld together? Now, is this going to be kind of like a Mega Evolution, where it's a temporary fusion? Or is this like, once you cross them...
Not sure.
That's that.
Not sure.
Okay.
But it's based off of, I believe from what I heard, because I don't read the manga, but apparently they use this type of gem in the manga to do this, and that's where this theory kind of came from, is those gems in the international logos are maybe hinting at that. So yeah, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's a little much, but at the same time, Pokemon has progressively added more and more features to their Pokemon as far as the the evolutions and the different stones. I think it's a very good possibility. I'm gonna say Team Real. I haven't read, just like you, I haven't read the manga though, so I don't know. Maybe there's people out there that know some reasons to why this wouldn't exist or why it wouldn't be a possibility, but I think it is. So yeah,
I'm on Team Fake only because I am one of those people who have always hated the idea of Pokemon Fusion. It's too much like every other anime out there.
Right.
Like everything does fusion. Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right.
There's always fusion. Like, hopefully they could come up with a bigger, better idea for what's gonna be, the anniversary game this year.
Yeah. I think...
I feel like fusion would just be kind of a cop-out. Honestly, I'd rather just take more Mega Evolutions.
It would, in a way, be a cop-out, but again, I feel like you could argue that with Mega Evolutions, because when Mega Evolutions came out, there was probably some person just like you sitting there thinking, it's a cop-out.
Well, some people still hate Mega
Evolutions. Exactly, but it hasn't stopped Nintendo from progressing and adding those features in. Everyone's always against change, and then those companies have to make those tough calls as to whether or not that decision is better for the fans, or if they think the fans will receive it well. I think that it'll be met with a lot of controversy if they do come out with it, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to hold them back. So
I'm still Team Fake.
I'm sticking Team Real.
All right. All right. Next up is actually we're gonna bet on something here.
Oh, okay.
Our first bet, actually two bets in a row.
Remember earlier
both Pokemon related.
I talked about that lead I was gonna gain earlier on. This is the beginning of it.
Yeah.
So mark this is the day. The last day that Sean will ever be tied with me for first on this, because from here on out, it's just...
Highly doubt that.
Going right on up.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to be betting on is, as most of you Pokemon fans know, April 3rd, they're going to be showing the first footage of Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be on a Japanese variety television show.
Tune in.
Yeah. Good luck. I'm sure it'll be all over the internet right after, though. Honestly, I think it's April 3rd in Japan, but it still might be the 2nd when it actually airs here. I'm not sure on the time differences, but we are going to bet on how much footage they're going to show in seconds.
Now, we're not talking the conference, right? We're strictly talking the actual
literally the
trailer,
footage.
the footage of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Okay.
I've watched a few of these before where they show off Pokemon footage, and pretty much the way it is, it's just there's a few of the hosts there,
Mhm.
and generally someone dressed as a giant Pikachu is also there,
Oh yeah.
and it is Japan, of course. Um, and they'll show the footage in like a very small, tiny screen,
Mhm.
or they'll have a full screen, but they always have like a picture-in-picture of the hosts reacting to it, and their reactions are always like super over the top
They
and
have to be.
crazy. So that's generally how it works.
Now, before we lay down this bet, just one quick question about again as far
Yeah.
as the timing. Are we including like title screens, things like that? Are we strictly talking actual footage of
Actual
either cinematic
footage,
gameplay
yes.
or like cinematics or gameplay?
Yep.
But not if it's like let's say once it's on YouTube, it's like a 30-second spot.
Mhm.
But half of that is them just showing names and shit like that.
No,
That doesn't
I mean,
count. We're
I'm
talking strict
actually
game because I got
to time this.
Two
I am
times.
actually going to find the footage from the variety show, not
Okay.
some later YouTube release.
I
I'm
got
gonna
the actual footage.
I'm gonna go to the variety show and I'm gonna have a timer and I'm just gonna sit there and time
Good.
it. So it's gonna be straight from that.
I'm
I
not-
I do also want to say, again, I've watched these.
Mhm.
Sometimes they're really disappointing in that they show 10 or 20 seconds.
That's fine.
So
Not this year.
I know you're probably going like a crazy a high amount of time. I just want to
no,
reel in
I'm
your
not,
expectations.
I'm not thinking. I was thinking more realistic actually with the time. I was debating. I was thinking about just throwing some wild number out there, like first 15 minutes of gameplay, and then just being like, "Fuck it, here you go, people."
Here's the entire game.
Yeah, but I know they're not going to do it, so I don't want to throw away the first bet to a silly
Yeah.
thing. Let me get my lead first before I start giving you some
All right.
freebies.
So the way this will work, we have a whiteboard here, and Tyler and I, to make it
Mhm.
impartial, we're gonna
Yep.
write our numbers down at the same time.
Yes.
Write it in seconds. So if you're saying like 2 minutes, just write 120 seconds.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna cover our answers so we can't see what we're doing. And here we go.
Oh wait, I need a
Oh
I need
yeah,
a
yeah.
shield.
Yeah, we got a pillow here.
I want this guy cheating.
There we go.
This guy.
I have mine down.
Ooh. I'm assuming Price is Right rules here, by the way.
No. It's gonna be just the closest by seconds.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Bob Barker would still be proud. Whoa, 30!
Oh.
My God, this guy's feeling a little zealous.
All right. So
Jeez.
hit him in the head.
Ow, he's
So as
ready.
you can see, we have Tyler with 13 seconds, and I guess 30. So
Clearly 13's a little more reasonable. Everyone knows how much.
I just hope you know that from 30 seconds to infinity is my window.
That's fine. That is completely fine. I have
Actually,
no.
Actually,
no worries.
mathematically, I think it's like 22 seconds and on. I
In a
win.
way, well, if you're talking about closeness in that sense, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
good
here-
luck.
but here's the thing. Again, he's reason, odds, all that, whatever. I had a feeling. It came to me. The Poke gods were like, Tyler, write down 13 seconds. It is a very odd amount of time. I think I'm gonna nail it though. I think I'm gonna nail exactly. I'm
Focus
calling
off
it
the
right
next
now.
bet.
It's gonna be 3 seconds in the beginning, a little title screen, 13 seconds of gameplay, followed by 4 seconds of people crying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be beautiful.
All right. That brings us to our next bet, another Pokemon related one. Pretty much, how many new Pokemon do you think they're gonna add in the Sun
Absolutely
and
none.
Moon?
Not my real answer, by the way.
All right, I actually have up on the TV here how many they've added per generation to kind of help us out here.
Good frame of reference.
First gen 151, second gen 99, third gen 135,
Okay.
fourth gen 107, fifth gen 150.
I feel like we should
And
have
Gen
I
6.
feel like we should have one of those little line charts here. Could we maybe add one of those?
Actually, it's actually really easy because
Perfect.
every odd numbered generation they've added 135 or more. Every even numbered gen,
See, this
it's
guy
always gone down. So it's
Breaking
actually
out the math
just
again.
it goes
So-
up and down every time,
so-
and we're on an odd numbered gen.
So wait, are we adding like a little line graph or a little squiggle graph? Because I saw two different.
No,
Let's-
I
can we
mean
get-
I'm not adding anything in post. There's no reason to.
Hey Jim, can we get some of those line graphs and
It's-
squiggle
Jim's
graphs?
gonna be the guy we pretend to talk to.
I think Jim's gonna
in
be
all
the
of
guy
our
we're gonna
videos.
talk to. Hey Jim, that graph.
We can do
You
that,
could
right?
Just pop that up. Yeah.
Huh?
Jim.
Jim? Ah,
Fuck Jim. That's why your wife left you, Jim.
So like I said, the trend is odd-numbered gens usually get 130 or more.
Okay.
Whether or not that continues, we don't know. Gen 6 actually was the smallest amount they had ever added. And then I think the reasoning for that is because they had so many Mega Evolutions on there.
They had to add 69 Pokemon, though?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a small chuckle.
Oh, I did want to say
office.
any new Mega Evolutions or like Fusion Evolutions, if that happens.
Those count?
Will not count.
It will not count.
No, because they wouldn't be in the unless they're in the Pokedex. Mega Evolutions were not counted in the Pokedex.
Okay, but if a fusion counts as like its own.
But yeah, I guess if in the Pokedex fusion things count, I guess
it brings up to that question we were talking about earlier, where if the Pokemon are counted as a, like if the fusion is a permanent thing, they're going to be counted as a new Pokemon. I feel if it's a temporary thing like a Mega Evolution, I don't think they'll count it. But I have a feeling that once you fuse them together, personally, I don't think it's going to last. I think they're going to add it, but actually,
we already went over fusion.
I think it could. I think it. Yeah, we did. Sorry, I'm getting backtracked here. I'm stuck on that.
All right, let's bet.
Let's get the number down here.
You think are going to be added?
Well, I'm gonna write how many I know are gonna be added.
Oh,
but good luck to you.
You're gonna hit it exactly.
Right on.
Right on.
Yep.
All right.
Let me just do some quick math here. Just like Matt Damon. In my head, or no, that was the other movie.
All right, I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah. I just picked the number. First number.
First number that came to your head?
Yeah, just grabbed it.
At first I was thinking of Good Will Hunting, but I think I'm gonna pick a different movie for my choice here.
All right, you ready?
I nailed it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, right here, as you can see, Tyler guessed 101 Pokemon.
Nailed it.
I went with 125 personally.
Overshot it.
Yeah.
By 24.
That's gonna be the exact number. All right, so we will see probably closer to launch on that one how many Pokemon they decide to add. Although they do reveal them in bunches generally throughout the year leading up to release, so the
moment they get to 101,
you're gonna start sweating.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to email them a little bit, tell them to just ease up.
just
like you're done.
That's
more.
That's plenty. The Pokemon community has spoken; they're happy with that amount.
Yeah, because everyone knows that the Pokemon community doesn't want more Pokemon.
And then they'll reveal 24 more.
We'll get there. We'll find out.
All right. So moving away from the bets for a little bit.
That's fine.
The next rumor up is actually we should have an answer to this tomorrow. The rumor is Final Fantasy 15 is going to get announced a release date for September 30th of this year. And they are having an event tomorrow where everyone believes they're going to officially announce the release date. So
so now we are just sort of speculating as far as whether or not that date
is the right
going to
date.
come out, because September 30th seems like a solid fit. There's nothing.
I believe
really
it is a Friday, which generally Japanese games
have
do
this Friday
or
releases. So we got a Friday release.
So.
It's early enough in the fall there where I still think that you're going to be getting post sales for like people buying it for Christmas, things like that. But it's also it's coming right out of summer. Mm-hmm. Everyone's going to be sitting inside.
Yep.
It seems like a very realistic day, and there's not a lot of competition in September. October, at least that I can think of off the top of my head at the moment.
And honestly, the only thing I can say against this, I'm Team Real. I think that's going to be the date. The source on it was a site called Gamatsu, I think it's pronounced. And I don't think they're unreliable. Their sources seemed pretty good. The only thing I could say is sometimes placeholder dates will always be the last day of a month.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if maybe they heard a placeholder date. It's just going to be sometime in September.
Grab that.
But I think that'll be the date. At least.
I think it's at least the month. I mean, September seems like a perfect month for a release like that, just to really secure any sort of sales and any kind of competition that could take away from sales. Like that's.
Yeah. Honestly, the only other thing against this is the fact that Final Fantasy 15 has been in development for like a million years.
Yeah, but
I think they'll finally get it out this year.
Right.
I think this is the year.
Final Fantasy has one of those names that it just draws people from the woodworks. I mean, you're going to have moms buying that for their kids that don't even know what the fuck it is just because they know the name. Final Fantasy sells games. Just plain and simple. When Final Fantasy 15 comes out, I think it's going to sell units too.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony's already doing well enough, but that's just going to help push them over the edge even more.
Yeah, I'm Team Real.
Team Real.
Yeah. I did want to state, this is for the announcement tomorrow. So if they announce September 30th tomorrow, we'll be good. Even if later in the year it gets delayed then, because that's always a possibility. We're not worrying about delays. It's just pretty much what date they announce tomorrow.
Yeah.
We both think it'll be September 30th. Moving on
Probably
to...
both going to be wrong.
Yeah. We have a 1 in 365 chance.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not... I like those odds.
Pretty good. Next up is a big one that's been going around lately. The PS4K, the upgraded PS4 model that's being rumored by basically everyone at this point. Like, even, I think, the Wall Street Journal
it's pretty much everybody but Sony is talking about this.
Was talking about it. It is crazy how much rumor this is getting. Now, there's kind of two parts to this one. The first part is just there's going to be a new PS4 that will be able to display 4K.
Okay, that seems...
Honestly, I think that's real.
Yeah, it seems very
realistic. That's something easy. Like, they definitely do that. The other part of this rumor is that the specs in the system are going to be better.
Okay.
Which is something a little iffier. I don't know.
Are we talking like a hybrid drive or something? Or just like pretty much like
like,
faster loading games?
Like
or
better, it's just like the internals are better.
Okay.
I'm a little iffy on it, honestly. Like, a lot of the sources are saying that that's true and that's going to happen. A lot of them are reporting that they're doing it so that it can run the VR stuff better.
I gotcha.
But I
mean,
know.
because if we're talking straight tech when it comes to the VR, I mean, as great as Project Morpheus was and everything, and as affordable it is to people, Oculus tech just blows Morpheus out of the water.
Well, it's just PlayStation VR now.
It's not even Morpheus anymore.
No.
Well, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna keep calling it Morpheus. Let's bring it back.
Hashtag Project Morpheus.
Hey Jim, can you throw that up on the screen?
Yeah, Jim.
Jim, hashtag Morpheus Project.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Fuck you, Jim. I love Jim.
We're gonna have to get a friend named Jim.
We are.
Yeah.
Or a friend that's not named Jim, but we're just gonna call him Jim to the point that he's. We just break him down to being Jim. Hey Jim, can you cut that out?
So yeah, I think this one, let's split it into two again. The 4K thing, I'm saying Team Real.
As far as are you talking for is just like the?
It's gonna display 4K.
But
it's gonna add that.
Yeah, with the 4K, I'm going Team Real. They're gonna.
And
someone's jumping on that.
The other half of the rumor is: do you think they're gonna release a new PS4 that's going to have better specs than the PS4 that's out now?
Separate from the PS4K, do you think that the PS4K, they're gonna make a model that does that? But outside of that 4K capabilities, it's not going to do anything different than the other unit now?
No, I think the 4K model will also be the higher spec model.
Okay, because that's what I'm thinking as well.
In
this rumor. Yeah, because I think the 4K is real. I'm Team Real on that. And I think as far as that other system that'll handle as far as like the VR and the other stuff better, absolutely. I think it's going to be... I'm going Team Real on that. Only because, you see it in the past, time and time again with systems as they progressively, go on, newer models come out. It's just a way to get, repeat customers, more money. Also, Xbox One, not necessarily that it was a model that was made for the virtual reality, but the Xbox One Elite, when they came out with their hybrid drive and stuff. I feel like PS4K, if it were to have some additional features added on, it could just really kind of snuff out any fanboy that comes out to try and say, oh, well, we have the Elite console.
Yeah.
It seems to me like a very good possibility across the board. Team Real.
I hate the idea that they could release a console that kind of splits, kind of like the new 3DS.
Yeah,
it kind of splits, especially if they make a game that either doesn't run on the old one or runs a lot worse on the old one. If that's going to start becoming a thing, I hate that. But I also think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because I think Sony and Microsoft have both been kind of vocal about the idea, and I think that it's bound to happen. Even if the higher specs are just to run VR games better, I think it has to happen. Especially because right now, the way No Man's Sky runs on PS4, it would not be VR capable. But if they release this new one, higher specs, it can run No Man's Sky a little better. they'll be able to release that for VR, which I know a lot of people have said.
Oh
if
my
No
God.
Man's Sky goes to VR, that's like a system seller for
Oh
them.
yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, speaking personally for myself, it would be
Yeah.
a seller alone.
So I'm Team Real, begrudgingly. But
I'm Team Real. Hopefully, it comes out, because to me, I'm sitting in a position where I need to get myself another PS4 or a new PS4, and
that's what they'll call it. They'll just call it the new PS4.
the new PS4. Fuck, hey, call whatever they want. As long as it comes out, I'll buy it.
All right, on to our last topic of the day. It's another bet. We're probably going to have one of these a week. We're going to look at an upcoming game, and we're going to try to guess the Metacritic review average. Now, the way this is going to work, we'll guess the average on today's show, and then 2 weeks after it releases is when we will look at what the score is. That way, enough reviews can come out for it. Nothing drops it like the next day or anything. Today we're talking about Quantum Break. It comes out April 5th. And I know
I'm really excited for this game. By the way, my review or my personal opinion of it might be a little higher than Metacritic's.
Now, I actually on the TV here I have listed pretty much the 4 console games Remedy has put out. It actually there's an interesting kind of
sort of pattern
to it. First, Max Payne got an 80. Max Payne 2 got a 73. This is all off Metacritic. Alan Wake, 80 again. Alan Wake's American Nightmare.
That comes back. Okay.
Down to 73.
Huh.
So they've kind of 80, 73, 80, 73. Do you think it's gonna be another 80? Well, obviously we're gonna bet on the board.
We're gonna find out. I don't know. I think you asking me that question. Or are you trying to put me into a position? Do you know something that I don't?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like maybe 80 sounds a little low.
Maybe.
It is interesting though to see that pattern break through there between the 80 and the 73. Back and forth.
It's definitely an interesting one.
I always feel like there's an inside joke between some reviewers where they're just like purposely
73 this time.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
I mean, that being said, I feel like regardless of the reviews, Quantum Break is one of those games everyone should give a shot to. Support a good company because
and maybe we'll get Alan Wake 2 finally.
Hopefully,
Please, dear God,
give Quantum Break enough money that. Oh, dude, can you imagine if it does well enough that they are just like, fuck Alan Wake 2, let's make Quantum Break 2. No.
I mean, if it's good enough, I guess.
No, I want Alan Wake 2. And the bridge to that is Quantum Break.
Now, the biggest thing for me is, like, the gameplay looks solid. Remedy always puts out great third-person shooting games. I wonder how reviewers are going to handle the live-action, like, TV show inside the game. From my understanding, it's, I think, like, 4 22-minute episodes broken up throughout the game. And they actually do change. The live-action show does change depending on the choices you make in the game.
Okay.
I think that's cool. I just wonder, is it going to be... what if the TV show brings down the game for reviewers?
Is it like worrisome that it'd be like almost not enough action to
either not enough action or that maybe the live action stuff just comes off as cheesy compared to the game? Because a lot of the games you have live action stuff in.
Yeah, but in these live action segments, you're saying about like 22 minutes long, like an actual episode. Or is this game I haven't heard. Like, is it forcing people to play out these segments? Do you have to watch them?
My
If it's optional,
is that it was optional, but I'm not 100% on that.
Because here's the thing, that's going to be the deciding factor. I mean, if it's at least in my opinion, because if it's optional for all the naysayers and people that don't want to sit through that, skip it, go on to the action, enjoy yourself. For those that want that kind of back lore, that just sort of extra content added to the game, because that's a little shit that I love. I think that is a nice touch. And I think that since it changes based off your choices, it's another cool feature. A lot of games are doing that now. It's a big selling point. I think that's great, and I want to see more of it. So I would give that a high mark, a high review, but I could easily see why someone would say that's bad.
Yeah.
Just based off of reviewer. Not to knock on something that's, or to say beating a dead horse, but Batman versus Superman, for example. You get people in there that are critiquing it for reasons that shouldn't have necessarily been critiqued for.
Yeah.
It's a popcorn movie that was being viewed at like Shawshank Redemption. Like, you're not going there for a groundbreaking experience. There's just a little bit of action there. So.
Yeah. Ready to guess?
I mean, yeah. I guess I'm going on a tangent there. Once I got to Batman Superman, I think it's time to just cut it.
All right, here we go.
Let me
erase the.
Let me try and. I think I was maybe trying to talk myself down a little bit. I don't know. So I don't just like throw a 95 out there or something insane.
All right, get the pillow.
Pillow. Sad.
Block.
Feeling pretty good about this.
There we go. I honestly didn't come up with one before.
I got one.
I got it.
I'm also ready and right, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sticking
sticking to tradition. I combined the two. I thought 80, 73, boom. Fusion, being a topic of the day, come together. Why not?
All right. Well,
for those of you keeping track, that's 3 times I've been right now.
That's impressive.
Oh,
we have a real guy who can look into the future over here.
I can. I'm just like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
In Next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like live the entire thing and then go back to this moment so you get it all right?
I did. I thought, what better way to use my powers than to win a bet against my friend?
I'm not too worried about that because he is horrible with numbers, and in that time of going back, he probably just fucking forgot.
I very well may have.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, time travel was pretty fun.
All right. Well, that's about it for today's show.
Awesome.
Yeah. Next week we'll have more rumors, more predictions, theories, all that kind of stuff. We'll go back and forth once again, and anything that happens this week, any of the rumors we talked about today, if we get the answers this week, we'll talk about them at the end of next week's show. So
keeping them posted. Also, a quick message to everybody out there watching: you guys want to bring in some rumors or speculations yourselves, and you want something for us to talk about, drop us a message.
We have everything. We got
in here. Facebook, Twitter,
drop it on
Instagram.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr,
all the
Google Plus. No one's on Google Plus, but
Jim, can you just throw up some links real quick? Jim's gonna get you taken care of. Let us know what you think.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.